Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. I was going to say fashion channel. Well, it is a fashion channel. Except today, we're going to do channel talk. So grab the guzzle if you're of age. Otherwise, coffee or... No, you can't, right? Tea, a soda, water, healthy water. We're going to go through a couple of things. But first of all, Halloween is coming along. And I'm loving Halloween so much. So I'm wearing for the occasion this lovely t-shirt. Freddy Krueger, my favorite character, and the other guy, Jason Voorhees. But Freddy is my favorite. I was never really scared of Freddy. I always really loved and appreciated the Nightmare on Elm Street saga. You could call it a saga after so many movies. Because of the artistry, especially in the 80s, because most of the tricks, actually 90% of them were not, digital. I mean, they didn't even have back in the day really a lot of digital possibilities. But I love the stop motion stuff that they did, the clay. It's just so beautiful. Plus, Robert Englund, I love you. You're a great actor. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Dacob, let's get to the questions. Actually, not questions. This is not a Q&A session. I always say it, and I repeat it now again. This is a channel talk. We're talking together. It's a sofa situation within the bunker. First question, for the occasion, I prepared these little Nintendo bits. Isn't it cute? This is a pillow. Well, it's like a toy pillow. It's a star. So we have the star flying around. The star asks the first question. Actually, the star is introducing the first question. The first question is by Totally Me. Hi, Totally Me. How you doing? On the Les Exclusives Chanel haul where I showcase number 18. Love the video, Dacob. Can you maybe please do a review on the new Moschino Women Spring Summer 17 collection? I'm a little disappointed because compared to all other collections, it seems like such a flop. Love your hair. See ya. The hair was purple. Now it's buttery blonde. It blonde like butter. Thank you so much. I hope you're still liking the hair. I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. I like the kind of bendy paper doll clothes type of idea. I just am not really feeling Moschino that much anymore because the quality has gone down drastically. They keep their sales on the website forever because it just doesn't sell anymore. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. The prices are kind of going up for their leather goods, but the quality isn't quite there. Now, if it's a gimmicky thing, I like it, but it has to have an originality there that transcends everything we've seen more or less, or just transforming it in a way that it's kind of fresh to me and new. I have seen paper doll clothes made out of expensive materials before. It's not new. I like that he stayed consequent with the whole concept of the collection. I'm not liking the capsule collection juxtaposed to the paper doll collection because he didn't kind of use that same theme for the capsule collection. The capsule collection is just like prescription drugs and pills. Which has nothing to do with the paper doll thing, unless, of course, you're popping some weird acid trippy pills that make you look like make you believe that you're looking at the world as if it were made of paper mache or something like that. But other than that, I would have kind of personally stuck to the theme of the paper dolls, the bendy clothes, and have placed that also. I would have put that in the capsule collection as well. Other than that, I love, that's something. What I love are the accessories because they all look like, I don't know what materials they're made in. I guess leather. If it's leather, it's gorgeous because it's just like flat printed colliers or flat printed earrings on just leather. I don't know if they're then clip-ons or the necklaces have a strap. I don't know if they're like Velcro or whatever. I just like that concept of pushing everything into 2 dimensions. So we're going from 3D to 2D. Which I think is super interesting. And I think that concept, he nailed it. He could have pushed it more within the capsule collection. Although I do also like the idea of just, I don't know if he thought of it that way, but I like to think of it as, okay, you pop a pill in the capsule collection and then you're tripping and then you see everything in 2D. It has its zhuzh, it has its je ne sais quoi, something is there. But will I be purchasing anything? Probably not. We will see. but I also haven't purchased anything from the collections prior to. You know, the Moschino McDonald's collection stays in my heart forever, not just because it was his first Moschino collaboration, but also because I could see that they kind of pushed the quality there. You know, it was there where they were taking a big chance and they needed to really make everything perfect. Now, I have the feeling the quality has kind of left the building. Okay, moving on. Woo, to the next question, the star flew. The next question is brought to you by Tanuki Mario. Fly into, how does he fly in the he wiggles the tail to fly through to fly through the different worlds. I love Tanuki Mario. Okay, Tanuki Mario, you want to read the next question? Sure, I'm gonna read that. I can't do the Mario voice anyway. So Jerry Rush, Dacob, what happened to the Chanel hairpin? Well, Jerry, let me tell you, Chanel actually just called me today. I missed the call. They left a message again on my answering machine saying, Mr. Dacob, hi, this is the Chanel boutique calling. Your hairpin has arrived into the boutique. It has been repaired for the second time. Now, mind you, why am I saying this here and I'm not making yet a video on it? I will make a video on this topic after I actually go to pick up the pin or not pick up the pin, depending on what they did with it. But anyway, in the phone call, it stated the second time. But now it was another person on the phone. The first time was a guy telling me, because he was the guy that also took my pin back the first time I brought it in. And he said to me, hey, Dacob, they didn't understand it at Chanel in France. Maybe we didn't write it correctly in French, blah, blah, blah. However, they sent back the pin. It wasn't fixed. We're sending it off again. We're going to explain better what the situation. So now, but she thinks that the pin has been repaired twice, when indeed the pin has been repaired only once, because the first time Chanel just sent it back and said, there's no problem with the pin. So stay tuned. Right, Tanuki? Yeah, right. Okay, off he goes. Next question. The next question is brought to you by the Koopa Shell. I know you're thinking I'm crazy. I love these toys. I use them as pillows, basically. There is like one corner of the bunker that is completely filled. It's like a couch that's completely filled with these pillows. So this is, look how gorgeous this one is. Completely 3D. And the Koopa Shell dong, hits me, but I am the almighty and powerful Super Dacob, and when I'm Super Dacob, the Koopa Shell cannot destroy me. So the Koopa Shell brings us the next question, which is Blue Horse Yellow Cow. Hello, Blue Horse Yellow Cow. Dacob, good for you. You are so lucky about my purchasing number 18 as exclusives. We're finding it. In Chicago, the eau de toilettes are gone. I purchased Misia Eau de Parfum, no comparison to the exquisite eau de toilette. I'm so angry they did this. What can I tell you? I'm angry as the Koopa Shell that's kind of like wanting to bump into everybody and just like off its path to head towards the eau de toilettes, straight to the eau de toilettes. I am also seriously pissed about this because, you know, Misia, especially Misia, goddammit. Misia eau de toilette is so intense. It lasts forever, and I have a love-hate relationship with Misia because there's days I hate it, there's days I love it, but I love it because I love it and hate it. Just like Misia, the best friend of Coco Chanel, hated and loved. This fragrance delivers. I haven't smelled it yet in eau de parfum, but every single person that writes me that they have smelled the eau de toilette and compared it to the eau de parfum say that they do not like the eau de parfum. However, I wonder how this will be for those who have never smelled eau de toilette and have the first approach to this fragrance ever through the eau de parfum. They will have no comparison, so they might actually like it. No clue. I need some youngsters, somebody who has never experienced Chanel Les Explosifs before, to just smell the eau de parfum of Misia without having smelled the eau de toilette to let me know what they think. Because I think that's the most impartial kind of opinion. Because we grow to, you know, love the fragrances that we know. And then when these fragrances kind of get changed, then we get really disappointed. So, Koopa, bing, off you go. Next question is brought to you by Goomba. The Goomba, the little Goomba, he's also super angry. But let's see if the question he asks is going to be angry too. The question is, this one is difficult. But I mean, not the question, but okay, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name because it's in French and, you know, I don't speak, I mean, I understand it, but because this could be a word game, La Chaîne de Vame, but it could be La Chaîne de Vame or La Chaîne de Vame. Sweetie, you know who you are. I'm sorry if the name is pronounced wrong. In any case, your question is in English, so here it goes. It's funny because the other day I had a sample of L'Eau Chanel, and I tried it, and I have to admit I like it a lot. My first perfume was Chanel No. 5 when I was a child. My mother was working in a perfume factory. Ooh, and here comes the interesting bit. And I had lots of small perfumes of Dior, Riquiel, Jean Paul Gaultier, and so on. Question to you. I was super giddy when I heard this. So basically, what does this mean? One and the same factory was producing all of these fragrances for France. So does the same factory produce indeed Chanel and Jean-Paul Gaultier and Sonia Riquiel and Christian Dior? Because I always thought Chanel produces their own fragrances. What gives, girl? Ask your mom, please, and let me know, because I want to know all the tea and all the gossip on the production of Chanel perfumes, not just all the others as well. Or was this factory need, because you mentioned a lot of samples of fragrances that your mom used to bring you from the factory. Does this factory only produce samples? In which case, would Chanel then deliver the fragrance liquids to the factory and they would just like bottle them in these tiny little miniature bottles that they might eventually produce for all these brands? Super many questions, girl. You have like totally instigated my complete and utter cat-like curiosity. Let me know. Thank you so much for this question. I mean, for this kind of comment, because like I really need to know. And anybody else who knows or has any parents or who is themselves working in this factory and doesn't have a non-disclosure agreement signed, please let me know all this information. Thank you so much. Goomba, bing! Off you go. Next question. Oh, we have one more star, by the way. La, la, la. Yes, I do have 2 stars. One, look, just to prove to you I have 2 stars. There they are. Okay. Because you need a lot of stars in your life. This question is brought to you by the second star. By Doctor. Hi, Doctor. How you doing, sweetie? Doctor wants to know, why do you like Chanel so much? And when did you start getting into it? Well, I started getting into it since I know of myself. I know of Chanel, as my mom would say. I can't remember. I just remember being a kid, and I remember these black and white ads in Vogue and in all the magazines my mother would buy. And the cleanest commercials and ads I remember were the simplest ones, were the Chanel. And Chanel was always simple, even in the roaring 80s and 90s where kitsch was the word du jour. Chanel would still frame everything like white and then a black frame, and then it would be written Chanel at the bottom, and then within this black, white and black, the thinner is the black frame. The outer thick frame is white, the inner frame is black, if at all, and then we have the actual image. It was always so elegant. There was always something very refined and unobtainable. You know, that sort of refined elegance that you can't really obtain, you can't really grasp, you can never reach it, you can only kind of dream of it. And within your vision of it, you embody a certain quality of it. Now, star by. Why? Because wear and tear of this beauty here. Now, I actually wore it today out and about. You see, there's something so unattainable about anything Chanel. Now, this you could really say is kind of the tackiest jumbo ever. Well, there's tag here, but you know, perfume bottles and then like embroidered. Here, another close up. I love this bag to pieces. I'm wearing it a lot, and it does, you know. And even if I would envision this bag in the 80s, 90s in this kind of framework, the white and black, and then this kind of very thin woman wearing it that kind of looks like, but it doesn't look like she's starving. Their women always looked very healthy, very sophisticated, but very unapproachable. And I think that's my first memory. That's what I love about Chanel, is that it's within a dream. Every time I have a dream, unfortunately for the thinker and the head person that I am, because everything I think about, I'm constantly thinking, and my head is always working. In my dreams, I'm always aware that I'm dreaming in a weird way. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And that's kind of difficult to understand and to grasp. But when I dream, I feel like I'm in the dream, but I'm out of it at the same time. But I love that feeling as well. And now when I was younger, it was kind of confusing. But now, you know, now I understand after so many years of having these dreams that it's okay. I let go. I kind of learned to let go within them. And within the dream, I let go of the dream, of my control. Well, I never do, because I'm always aware that I'm dreaming. Oh, it's super complicated. But that's why I love Chanel, because it makes me dream. It makes me aware of the fact that I'm dreaming. But every time I see one of their ads, I have the feeling, oh, I just shifted into one of my daydreams, or actual night dreams. Talk about dreams. Freddy's back, and here we are full circle. I feel that attractiveness towards a dream world, a dream land, that doesn't exist in real life, but only exists within your own bubble, in your own realm. And that Chanel, it is that for me. And in fact, I have to tell you one thing now, guys, and this is super interesting after so many videos, and where we've done more than 500 till now. I enjoy my Chanel pieces more within this framework of the video and of the life that they give me, or that they give us together, like our together kind of passions and obsession for certain things, certain objects, certain beautiful objects. I enjoyed more using it within a video than actually using it outside. Because within the video framework, now don't get me wrong, this is not a show-off thing. Like, don't even go there. This has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the pleasure of abstracting something. Because Chanel ads are an abstraction of reality. And that's what attracts me to it so much, is that it's so abstract. And within this video framework, like, this bag has a totally different connotation than it actually has when you're outside on the street, because then it's just practical. It, you know, it carries your wallet or whatever have you. Or if you want to show off that you have a Chanel bag, you know. But within the video framework, no, there's a different subtlety to it. There's a different layer to it. It's more like a museum piece in a video work, because I mean, this bag might be used or not used, and in 20 years, if, you know, God permitting, or goodwill permitting, YouTube will still exist, and this video will still exist after we're all long gone, and perhaps this, you know, it will be abstract. This vision of me with all these dolls floating around, these Nintendo, it is like a dream. These Nintendo oversized plushes flying around, and the bag kicking in and coming out of the video, and all that sort of stuff might have a different historic connotation within 20 to 30 to 50 years. And that's when it's abstract. Nobody's going to give an F if I wear a bag on the street or not. And then, you know, they're going to see me, they're going to hate me for it, or love me for it, or not going to care what it is, they're going to think it's a fake. You know how people are. They're just going to judge. The grass is always greener in the neighbor's yard, and blah, blah, blah. But this video, if it does live that long and survive that long, will be an abstraction of reality. That's why I love Chanel so much, because it made me understand the abstraction of reality when I was a teeny tiny kid already. It might not be my first memory of it, but I'll make a video on my first memory of it, because I have to dig deep inside my memory patterns to figure out what it really was, if indeed there is any I can figure out. But for now, I think that's as good as and as close to the passion of Chanel as I can get to you guys within an answer in a video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you have, please do thumb it up and share it with others you love. Don't forget to subscribe to my Freaky Fashion Bunker channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. I bow to you, my dear subscribers and watchers, because, well, without you, this whole abstraction and love and desire for history and future would not exist. That's why I never give up on love as long as you're there. Love you. Bye.